Hello everyone, Shimmer here, and today I'm bringing you a guide on the new Antiquities system in Elder Scrolls Online, coming with the Greymoor Chapter. There will be time links in the About section below, so if you want to skip over some parts you can, but let's get to it. Antiquities is a new system coming to Elder Scrolls Online in the Greymoor Chapter that will allow players to do something a little bit different in the game and have them scouring the world for lost treasures by becoming the archaeologist or Indiana Jones they have always wanted to be. You will obtain stories or leads of these lost treasures and then go hunt them down by first narrowing down their location and then excavating them from the ground. Note that you will need to purchase the Greymoor Chapter in order to access this new system. In order to become a Master of Antiquities, you will first have to learn about the Order and how it all works. Now, the in-game tutorial and intro quest did little to actually teach me how this works, and I was left frustrated and confused and all like, what the F? So I'm going to try and make this whole process a little bit easier for you. First, in order to begin Antiquities, you will need to head to Western Skyrim, to the Town of Solitude, and find this area here. You will see a flyer on the wall that you will need to click on to begin the quest. This quest will lead you to this location, where you will speak with some NPCs and learn about Antiquities and what their order does. The quest gives you an Antiquarian's Eye. Now, you do not need this yet. You can go ahead and quick slot it because you will need it later, but initially when starting out, you will not need it. After speaking with them and indicating that you would like to join their order, she asks you to do your first scry. Now, in order to scry, you will need to press J, go to the Antiquities tab, and then go to the Scryables tab. You should see this artifact listed here. You will need to hover your mouse over it and press E to scry. Once you press E, a scrying window will open and you will see many different rune type images and a swirly circle. If you are scrying for the intro quest item, there will only be one swirly circle and you will just need to connect that one so you can find the intro quest item. But for the rest of the artifacts you scry for, there will be 6 swirly circles, so I will show you that for the sake of explaining the process. Now, the goal here is to connect all 6 of these swirly circles, starting from this point here. You have to begin here at this point to begin connecting them. When you select a hexagon, you own it. You then need to select hexagons adjacent to your owned ones in order to connect them to your owned hexagons. This is how you connect the circles. You will need to own all the hexagons between this starting point and the swirly circles. When you select a hexagon, it will select that one plus any hexagons with the same image on it. So use your clicks wisely and try to connect to the ones that will give you the most owned spots before the circles. At first, you will only have 10 clicks to try and connect them. You can increase this to 12 later when you spend points in passives. The best way to understand scrying is to think of the swirly circles as possible digsites. Each artifact has multiple possible digsites. Each circle that you connect to the beginning eliminates one digsite as a possibility. So if you only connect one circle, you will have 6 remaining possible digsites, all of which you would have to travel to and visit to try and find the artifact you are scrying for. Connect 2, and you will have to visit 5 possible digsites. If you connect all 6 circles, you will have narrowed it down completely and will have one confirmed digsite for the artifact that you are scrying for. Now, if you didn't connect them all and have, say, 3 digsites on your map, you can go to them in any order. If it's not the digsite for the artifact, the mound you interact with will just give you loot. Once you get to the correct digsite the artifact is at, you will be given the Excivation Minigame. There are abilities that you can get through passives in the scrying passives that will make this a little easier on you. One converts all runes in an area to one so you can click on it and connect several at once. One will create a line, and this one's actually my personal favorite, and one creates a snowflake shape. The amount of times you can use these abilities is limited, so use them carefully. Now, this is a beginner scry. As you get higher level, this will become more difficult. What's interesting is that how hard it is to scry isn't determined by the artifact's quality, like common, uncommon, rare, or legendary, but it is determined by your player's level in scrying. The higher you are, the harder it becomes, and that's when these abilities at the top come into play to make it easier. So I'll show you an example. Now when you first start out, again, you're going to have this lower level scry, and it'll look like this. As you increase your level and get higher level in scrying, it will eventually look like this. Now it'll look like this for a green quality item, it'll look like this for a purple, and even for a legendary item. All of your scrying will eventually look like this when you spend enough points. So for the quest, you'll need to scry. If you want to retry a scry after you've already done it, you can press J, go to the artifact, and press R to abandon. When you abandon, you can try again and try to scry for all 6 circles. Once you have a location, travel to it on the map. Now the location for each artifact will change, so if your friend scried and got the artifact here on the map, yours could be located over here. Once you are inside the excavation area, you will need to find the Digsite, and this is where that Antiquarians Eye comes into play. If you haven't quick slotted it yet, press I, go to Quick Slots tab, and then the new tab called Tools, and drop it into a quick slot. This will only work inside a dig location, and when you activate it, a blue orb will appear over your head. One side of it will have a sort of comet tail that will point the direction of the dig site. Follow the direction until you find a mound of dirt, and interacting with this mound will begin the excavation minigame. When you excavate, you will be taken into a minigame and given a screen like this. At the top, you will see a yellow bar with a number, and this will indicate the amount of clicks you have left to find the artifact. The bar below it is the health bar of the artifact, and you can damage the artifact using certain abilities, so it is best to be very careful when you're looking for it. If you do reduce its health to 0, you will lose the minigame. You will have 2 abilities when you first start out, the Augur and the hand brush. The Augur will illuminate a square with a color to let you know how close you are to finding the artifact. If the square is white, you are not near it. Orange will mean you are getting closer, yellow means very close, and green means you are on top of it. Once you find all the green squares, click to the brush to click through the layers of dirt to find the artifact. If this is one of your first digs, the site will be fairly easy, and the areas without large rocks will take 2 clicks to get to the bottom, and the rocky areas will take 3 clicks to get to the bottom. The amount of layers will change with the Antiquities quality and your level in excavation. Like scrying, you will have abilities that will make clearing dirt a little bit easier, but these can also have some drawbacks on the main artifact that you're digging for, so you will need to be careful using these as they can damage the artifact. Again, you can view the health of the artifact here. These abilities will need to be charged using the brush. When you have enough energy to use them, the bar will be full, and you can use them. The trowel will clear a deep section in 1 square. Depending on how deep it is, you can get all the way to the bottom. You do not want to use this ability over an artifact that you're digging for, as it will damage it. The heavy shovel will uncover 1 layer of dirt over a large area. Once you find the artifact, you can use your remaining clicks to try and unearth any bonus loot in the site. Note that you cannot use the Augur to locate any bonus loot. In order to find the bonus loot, you will have to randomly click around the excavation site to try and find it. You will have to get to the bottom layer to find the bonus loot. If you have found all possible items, including bonus items in the site, it will close and you will be done. Now that you're done scrying, you can return and turn in the quest. Now, you will be able to go out and find items on your own. Now let's talk about leads, and leads are how you find out about the existence of different artifacts for you to go search for. These different artifacts that you can dig up can be mythic gear items, which are new to the game, housing items, regular gear, or things for you to sell.
That belongs in a museum!
If you're looking at your journal, the Scriables tab will show you all the leads you have found leads for and can currently scry for. You cannot scry for an artifact if you are not located in the zone the artifact is located in. So, say you have a scry for an item in Bankarai, you must first travel to Bankarai in order to scry and find the artifact. You can see the zone the artifact is located in by looking at the tooltip. You can then go below this tab and look at each individual region and see which artifacts are out there and what zones they are located in. You cannot scry for these items until you obtain the lead. If you want a particular item and it is in a specific zone, you will need to first go to that zone in order to find the lead for it. Now, the best way you can get leads is by basically playing the game. You get leads from killing mobs, from bosses, looting containers, pickpocketing, talking to NPCs, completing quests and achievements, and things like that. If you're just starting out, you can head to a new zone, press M for the map, and look at the scribables. There will always be a green available in each zone for you to go and find. You can do this over and over again, or you can go to a new zone and find that. Sometimes when digging up that green, you will loot a new lead for a blue item in that same zone. There is also one lead for sale in Maelstrom Arena at that vendor there. That is the only one I was able to find on an NPC. I did check the achievement vendors and things like that, and the only one I found actually for sale, and I did check also the writ vendor, but the only one I found for sale was the Maelstrom Arena. To level scrying and excavation, you will need, of course, to find artifacts. Points in the skill trees are awarded once you find and loot the item from the excavation site. You will get 1 point in each tree for greens, 3 points in each tree for blues, and increasing in number. I did test to see if locating a new artifact rather than digging for the same one over and over awarded more points, and it did not. So going and finding a new one actually does not give you any benefit. Leads are also account bound, so if you get a lead on one character, you can log into another and complete it on that character. Sometimes leads are repeatable, like I've said, but most of the looted leads or ones that you find from excavation sites are not, and they are one-time scries. The items looted from Antiquities are also not tradable, and they are account bound. There are 2 trees to level, both scrying and excavation. You will not receive points in either of these trees until you obtain the treasure and complete the Digsite. The passive abilities will allow you to hunt higher quality items, give you extra abilities for scrying and excavation, give you extra clicks for when scrying and excavating. And that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and sub if you enjoyed, or if it helped you out any, and click that bell icon to be notified when I have new videos go live. I want to know, you guys excited about this? What is your favorite part about hunting these items down? Let me know in the comments below. Have a great day, and I'll see you in Tamriel. Bye!